Hello, and welcome back to one of our mini training sessions on Workbooks CRM. And in this one, we're going to cover Web Insights for Workbooks. So Web Insights is an add-on option, add-on tool for Workbooks CRM. You don't get it automatically. It's an add-on that you can apply whenever you want to, and it's going to help you identify and track your website visitors, providing some really valuable insights, as the name suggests, into their online behavior, and then aiding lead generation and conversion and getting that stuff back in your workbooks CRM system. So it's going to help you identify brand new leads, brand new contacts visiting your site, spotting potential leads in real time, and helping you prioritize them based on their activity and the pages they visit. More on that shortly. And of course, you may have existing customers visiting your site, so it's going to help you gain insights on them as well. Maybe having a see what sites they're visiting, and of course, there are additional contacts. There could be additional contacts and opportunities for your pipeline, and help you tailor your interactions with those active clients as well. So hello, my name is Tim Wilmot, joined by my colleague Stuart Lawrenson-Hine. Pass over to Stuart shortly. And our company, Wizard Systems, we're a leading independent CRM solutions provider of a number of different CRM solutions, including workbooks. So we help out organizations use simple solutions, affordable solutions to help their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. So thanks very much for joining us, those of you on here live for our mini training session, one of a regular series of short presentations we do, focusing on different topics around workbooks. And as I say, in this short one, we're going to cover Web Insights. Now, the audio part of this call, this presentation, is one way only. Those of you on here live, if you've got a question, pop that into the question box on your meeting control panel, and we'll do our best to answer those shortly. So let me pass over to my colleague, Stuart, and we will go through Web Insights in a little bit more detail for you.
As mentioned, like lots of people, we've got visitors to our site, and we'd like to know who they are so that we can potentially get a sale. So the first thing to do is look at how the tracking's done. So what I've got on screen is just the front screen of the Spotler and Gator Leads page. This just tracks on a day-by-day basis. You can see it across the top, this nice 1 month track. And then below it, it breaks down into 4 nice simple pie charts that show where the records have come from. This just very quickly shows traffic that came direct, traffic that came organic. So obviously someone's come through a search engine, the various industries, the various countries, and even the company sizes. And these are clickable. You can drill into these from within the CRM, from within Gator Leads. The main reason for coming here is we have a website and we have various pages on our website, and we want to know who's visiting, what pages they're visiting, so that we can qualify the visitor to help things going forward. So how could you do that? So within here, we go to the admin page, we go to page scores. Now, each of your pages will be shown here after the integration. Within your website, you have all these pages, and some pages will be your home page. You might have a support page, but you give these pages a value, and they suggest here that the maximum score that one page can have is 100, right down to 0. So you build this up. So products pages could have 10 or 20, and then the idea is that a customer or a visitor comes to your website, clicks on the home page, and then browses around. And so building up this score, obviously the higher the score and the various pages, the higher this visitor would be rated. And then you can decide what to do with that customer. But this is fine, but this is just Gator Leads. It doesn't actually do anything, and you can't do much other than the home screen about seeing where the customer came, where the person came from, and what type of industry they are. You need to qualify it really against your data. So what you really need is to look at it, it's sort of in conjunction with your data. So what we need to do is we need to have a look at the CRM. So hopefully people can see my CRM. I'm just going to make sure that they can see it. There we go. So this is my CRM. It's a training system. Now, if we think about that data page we just saw, if I go into here, click on marketing, and then online activities, all that information we just saw is fed through into workbooks and then sort of merged against the records in my CRM. So if it finds a person visited the website, it puts the person's details, so the person and the organization that they work for, and then what particular pages that customer looked at. So if I filter this first, because there's a lot of information on here, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to filter this so that we just look at the web page activity. Because obviously this is storing everything, emails and marketing, everything. I just want the web pages. So now what we have, this is just website visits. So left-hand side of when they did it, this is the web page view, what page they visited, and so on, who it was. So what I can do now is if I click on a particular record, if we click on Adam, we use this clever little drop down, and I open this web page view, this will tell me what Adam was doing on this website. So he came in, he's got a score of 5, so the page that we set up earlier has a page level of 5, and we can see that here he went and had a look at the CRM for order management page, just on that one particular visit. And it was direct traffic. You see down here, direct traffic. So he's come straight to the homepage and gone straight to that. He hasn't come through Google or Bing or anything like that. He's come straight in. But again, that's fine. That's just one visit. What we need to do is have a look at this page in conjunction maybe to the other pages he looked at. And you do that by clicking on his contact button. This opens up Adam in the system. And now we can see, again, through how the two applications are integrated, against Adam, I've got this whole little Web Insight page here, and Web Insights has returned the type of business that they do, the employees that they do, revenue, where the information came from, and all my information when they first visited, and then just in relation to Adam, his score today was 5. Amazingly, his score yesterday was 15, and so of course he's actually got a 7-day score of 20. He might be worth pursuing. So how did we get to 20? Now against every record, you have an online activity. And we can see if you start at the bottom, obviously the oldest. So he was sent an email at some stage. As it says there, directly. It doesn't say a campaign. We can quickly have a look. How was this put together? So there we go. So Adam was found by a marketing campaign from within Workbooks. Adam then got the email, clicked on a link. As we can see there, he was sent it. He then landed at the home page. He had a look at products. Then over a couple of days, he's come in and had a look at this same page 3 times. So you've got this track of Adam's visit from the original email being sent out to him opening the email, him coming to your website and looking around the pages. Now, we might not have sent him to that CRM for order page. We just sent him a link just to the products page, but he's chosen to go around. And because he was sent the email, we can track his further interactions. And that's not just the interactions when the email was sent out. You know, the email was sent out there on the 7th. What we can track here is, and this is training data, so the dates might look a little bit skew with, we can track him on every subsequent visit to our website. He doesn't have to click another email now. When he comes back to our website, it will track him. So we can follow him all the way through our website. And that's from there, sort of really is how you then build up your sale. You then might have a process that takes these particular scores within a certain day or over a certain period to create an alert. If they land on one particular page, you could set up an alert to let one particular member of your team know that's looking after a particular product or a particular area. The idea of all of this is it takes what Web Insights can do very simply, pulls it into Workbooks against your data so that you can qualify your records against your data, against who visited what particular page. It's all controlled by you. Really, I hope that helps.
Yeah, thanks very much, Stuart. So just a little bit of clarification there. What we initially saw, so Web Insights comes from a company called Spotler. Spotler are a UK Dutch operation, and they've integrated their Gator Leads technology into Workbooks. Workbooks call it Web Insights. So Spotler is the author. Gator Leads and Web Insights is exactly the same thing, apart from Web Insights is integrated to Workbooks. It's the same price you pay if you went to Gator Leads. It's the same cost, but the benefit of getting it through us is that it's integrated with Workbooks. And what we saw first of all, Stuart showed, was the kind of console in Gator Leads, Web Insights, if you like, that the administrator might see or the marketing person might see. That's not what your ordinary users are going to see. As we saw, all of the data, all those visits, all those responses are being brought into Workbooks automatically. That's where your Workbooks users see it. That's where you can work on that data. Okay. So yeah, just a bit of clarification on the product names. Web Insights is the Workbooks add-on. It's exactly the same as Gator Leads, and the author of this technology is Spotler. Right, just a brief mention then about us, anyone that's new to us. So as I said earlier, we are CRM specialists, and we've got well over 30 years experience of implementing CRM solutions. As regards Workbooks, we provision the product. We can help you with any implementation and customization, any kind of training you want, and also the ongoing help desk support as well. So if you've got any questions concerning monitoring your website, getting that integrated to your CRM system, the Workbooks integration, then pop that into the question box and we'll do our best to answer that now for you. Question from Nathan. Can you get the details of the actual person visiting our site?
Right. Yes, you can. You saw on the demo data that it was returning that contact called Adam, and that was because they'd replied to an email we'd sent out to that person at some stage that Adam clicked on a link in the email, and that generated this information that Web Insights will then use its power to generate the person's name, and it does that by knowing where the person's email originated. So Adam, his email is hosted on something. It had an IP address. That IP address belongs to a domain, which belongs to a company. And then that then is further qualified by Adam clicking that link. And that link that he clicked has a special little feature called, I don't want to get sort of nerdy, it's called an email parameter. So when Adam clicked that link, it would have said something like domain.com/products _ and then this email code. So when Adam clicks that link, the Web Insights then knows Adam clicked that link, and then forevermore inside Web Insights, it's Adam being tracked and not someone from his domain being tracked. It's that clever little cookie drop, if you want to call it that tracks the user rather than just a visitor. Gives you a lot more relevant data.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Nathan. Second question from Aidan. We are in the pharmaceutical industry. How can we get only the relevant leads in our market sector into Workbooks? Yes, I guess they wouldn't want leads from an IT sector or something that was inappropriate to the pharma.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I think the cleanest way would be to have this is Workbooks, so you could have a report that's looking at the leads as they're being generated with a list of sort of the allowed industry sectors for your particular lead. And if someone comes to your website by mistake and is tracked into the system and a lead is created that's outside of this list, You could either just choose to ignore it, delete it, but I'm not sure about deletion, or you could just have a process that spots that an email's come from this not allowed sector that sends them an email saying, possible next steps to help them find the solution that they're looking for. It could even pass it to a colleague just to drop them an email. But the easiest solution will be a report that's looking at the leads landing page with this list of allowed sectors and then what to do with those that don't match the criteria.
And that's the benefit of integrating this sort of technology with a CRM solution, is that you can leverage that data, like doing email campaigns, because you've got all that data in workbooks, you can do some whizzy, cleverer things with that data once it hits workbooks. Somebody else is asking a pretty valid question about pricing. The pricing of this add-on for Web Insights is determined by the number of annual page views. So that person will make contact with you after the event. And once we know what kind of band what tier you fall into, we can let you know what the subscription is. It's an annual subscription, like most things, well, like everything with workbooks, annual subscription, and it's had on a pro rata rate to existing. If you're using workbooks right now, this is an additional pro rata add-on to your contract. And I suppose the other thing to consider is at the same time, maybe you might benefit from a little bit of training on some clever things that we might want to suggest doing once that data hits workbooks, dashboards, reporting, workflow, and so on. So pricing is based on the number of annual, if you can estimate that, the number of annual page views on your website. Right, don't think there's any more questions, Stuart, coming through, so we'll wrap things up by confirming that you are on current version 7.2. We will feature 7.2 new features in the coming weeks, months. Do you need a training on workbooks? Then please give us a call. Contact us. We offer training at any kind of level. And if you're a workbooks user, can you suggest anything that you'd like us to cover on our weekly sessions like this? Something that might be of interest to other workbooks users out there. So thanks very much, those of you on here live, or if you're watching a recording. We will catch up with you soon on the next event. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.